Hey Neil, what's wrong?
I have this great B2B SaaS startup idea, but I have no idea how to code. I want to use AI, but I have no idea where to begin. Like, what is Claude code? What is Gemini? I've heard of Codex, but I'm so confused.
Over the past decade, artificial intelligence has become a major part of how students work and learn. Tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini are now commonly used for writing, studying, and research. However, while these tools may seem similar, they have important differences that can impact how useful they are for specific tasks. As AI continues to evolve, it is becoming increasingly important for students to understand not just how these tools work, but how to use them effectively and responsibly. These technologies are and will continue to affect our future careers and academic expectations, so it is important to know their strengths and limitations to help students improve their work while avoiding misuse or misinformation.
So Noor just talked about how these tools are becoming kind of a staple in our study routines. But to really understand which one is the best for you, we first have to look at conversational QA. Basically, this is just a fancy way of saying how well can an AI keep up with a back and forth conversation? Can it stay on track during a longer conversation? So to score these AI models, researchers use two big metrics, blue and rouge. Blue is essentially the human accuracy score. It checks if the AI's answer contains the same words and phrases as a correct answer written by a human. Rouge is the content capture score. It measures how much of the important information the AI actually caught. Did it skip the main point, or did it include all of the key facts that were needed? Researchers found that models like GPT-4 and Claude consistently came out on top. They gave the most relevant and specific answers without getting confused by follow-up questions. On the flip side, the study found that ChatGPT-3 and Gemini at the time of the study were occasionally inconsistent. They sometimes provided generic or slightly irrelevant responses when asked the same thing in a different way. So, if you're looking for a study buddy that can handle a deep, back and forth dialogue about a complex topic, the data suggests that Claude or the higher tier GPT models are your most reliable bet.
Another important metric for choosing the correct LLM for your specific use case is the hallucination rate. Anyone doing research, studying, or writing papers would benefit from models that are unlikely to hallucinate, as the accuracy of the information is especially important in those situations. The Vectara hallucination leaderboard ranks every model on this metric. Notice how there isn't a company that consistently outperforms others, as each one has models at the top and bottom of the leaderboard. Rather, it's a type of model that performs well. That's important. Phoenix S1, GPT 5.4 Nano, and Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite are top performers because they're lightweight models that are optimized for speed and efficiency. Models like GPT 5.4 and Gemini 2.5 Pro are usually used more generally for deep reasoning, which makes them more likely to make mistakes. What we can learn from this is that bigger models aren't always better, and you don't need if you don't need the AI to do deep reasoning, it's better to choose a lighter model.
So in one study by Declay University, four AI models, ChatGPT-5, Gemini 2.5 Flash, Grok 4, and Claude Sonnet 4 are evaluated by analyzing their responses to questions on dental procedures, which would be relevant for people intending to enter the healthcare industry. The first evaluation criterion, accuracy, measured how correct and reliable the answers were, and the second evaluation criterion was readability, which looked at how easy and responses were to understand. So ChatGPT was found to be the most accurate model, with its results being significantly better than its uh, other LLM models. Moving on, Gemini 2.5 Flash is the most readable model, followed by ChatGPT 5, and then Grok 4 and Claude Sonnet 4. In conclusion, ChatGPT 5 performs the best overall with the highest accuracy and most complete answers. Gemini 2.5 Flash stands out for readability, meaning it's the easiest to understand. If you're interested in the healthcare industry, avoiding Grok 4 and Claude Sonnet 4 would be the best option because they perform moderately to poorly across all criterions.
Now, thanks to this presentation, I know what to do for my whole project. First, I'm gonna use Claude Code for the coding. I'm gonna use ChatGPT to plan out my whole project, and then I'm gonna use Gemini to research. I'm so ready.